Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to another live stream on this Monday, the 8th of December. How are we doing? How are we? Now, I changed my whole setup. Changed my setup. Got a new light over here. Put a light over here. Look at that. It's got the shadow I wasn't wanted. But the highlight. The 3-point angle. Technically 4 if you include the 4 lights, or the blue lights. I'm liking it. Bit warm. Bit dark. Like the shadows. And I've brought out of retirement Can you see what's happening? I'm not moving. I brought out my slider out of retirement. I have room for it again. So it's just going to go back and forth. Look at that. I'm liking it. I thought I'd treat myself to a new light. I need to be on auto zoom though. But what do you think? I like it. And with the new light, where is it? Where, I want to make sure it is 3650. No. We can change it. What did I say? 365. 365, I have about that. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So pleased that you're here as well. Thank you. Yeah, I like it. I thought I'd treat myself. There might be a little bit too white here. Don't want to be washed out. But we can tinker around. Maybe that. Or maybe that was it. Keep it free. We'll see. We'll see as we go. I'm deleting this comment because in my mind, Samantha, you were there. But sorry to hear about the doctor's appointment. Not cool. Not cool indeed. I wonder if is there any kind of like psychological reason? I know I have psychological back pain sometimes. Hey Michelle, welcome back. Let's put the auto camera. Or should we go Christmas? Should we go Christmas? And Angela, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Just setting up the new lights. This new... It's always been there, but now I've got it moving again. Zooming in and then zooming out. Oh no. I would suggest there's a... Well, you got the Bruce Lipton book, Biology of Belief. But also there's another one. It'll come back to me. He was in New York. He's like a doctor. Oh my goodness. That's not much to go by. But it was about healing. But even like, you can do it like, he would get like his patients to paint the illness and then paint how it'd like to be, and it would start to be able to heal quite a bit. And I was actually saying to someone else, if you imagine, I believe your unconscious mind has the perfect blueprint for health. So it will remember how it used to be, and it has the present. If you can kind of get the present and visualize it going into perfect health every day, and the bones working together, that could do some good job. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Happy with my new lights, happy with my new slide, or bringing out the retirement of the slider. I was thinking, what else can I treat myself with? What else? I mean, it's all for work, but I like it. The Christmas lights, or the Christmas. It will mean we'll have no second camera, but we can do that. Dun, 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 dun. Where's the Christmas music? Why do I keep on missing it? I have way too many audios. Way too many audios. That's very loud in my ear. Here we go. Here we go. Hey Mina, welcome back. That is true. I just like this mic. But we can use this one too. Before we get into the hypnosis. Yeah, not cool, not cool. Interesting. Good reframe. Good reframe. And now, imagine what it'd be like to have all of that good stuff without the pain. Good to have you back. Absolutely. So there we go. We're using this mic, and you'll notice it's now out of view, which was my pain. So 1 2 1 2 1 2. But what do you think of the new lights? This one, this one. Bit more dimension. Bit more shadow. Bit more light. I might have to dial it in a little bit. Hey, Mary. Great to have you here. It's okay to be nosy. It's just being curious. So we've got a nice little hypnotic meditation today. All about being extroverted. And I think, Mary, was this inspired by you? I don't remember. But it could be. See, I can do this without hitting my mic now. Oh, the snow. Look at that. I feel like it was. It was someone, anyway. That's all good. You go ahead and get yourself in a nice, comfortable position. Close your eyes and be here now. But for everyone else, wide awake. We are very close to a little milestone. I saw this morning. We are 94 subscribers away from 55,000. So let's get, if you're a lurker, if you're lurking on the stream, hit the like button. No, hit the subscribe button. I know, I was thinking about this. Last holiday Christmas trivia went a little bit bananas. We didn't quite get the answers, and they were very weird ones. So I'm gonna have to remember which one we did so we don't do it again. Because it was like an online website which I bought in. And then, yeah, they were so hard. Like, they were random. Because I remember, because it was about different countries as well, wasn't it? It's like, in Italy, what is the tradition in 1901? It's like, how are we meant to know that? But yeah, I'll definitely look into it. December's meant to usually be a quieter time for me, but I've worked all weekend. Worked, obviously, all day today. But I will carve out some time. Watch out. The balls. And see what we can come up with. They work crazy hard. But they were kind of cool at the same time. It made it fun, didn't it? It made it fun. Yeah, they're pretty cool. So pleased I found this. So what I did is I did it in a movie program like Final Cut or something, and I put the graphic here, put the boys there, and then every 5 or so minutes something new happens, like Father Christmas or Santa Claus, however you say, the snow, and then get it to loop. Fun is where it's at. Why not?
Have fun. Yippee! Yippee!
Yes. So maybe we should do it again, see if we're actually better. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. There must be an updated one as well. But it was kind of cool because we had like a bit of a group teamwork. It was us against the system. But how does the lighting look? Does it look too white here? I like this light right here. It's meant to create separation, so if I do that, I'm merging into the back. But now, I'm separated from it. What have we got now? Candy sticks, which I never had in England. I had snowflakes. Yes, I think you're right. I've got one of them who actually... One sec. Oh, I've got to move you out of the way as well. So you can't see him, but he's right here. He's camouflaged. But I'm liking this lighting. You'll see it in all movies and TV shows. I'll dial it in more, but we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. Where is it? I've lost it again. We're going to start in a second anyway, so we'll leave it till after. No, I don't think I did in England. It's not really an English thing, I don't think. Might be now. Well, thank you. It's a proper soft light. It's got like, it kind of evens it out, where my other one was a ring light. But that means that ring light, I couldn't have the slider. Because I had the ring light over here once, but then I wanted an angle, so I had to remove the slider. But now we've got the slider back. So it's on a motorized like ledge. And the camera's going like back and forth. Back and forth. But I've got to experiment, see how far back I can take it without me becoming blurry. So we'll see. But it's a good start. Anyway, that is... I'm not a professional at lighting, but I think we're doing alright. Well, I've never heard of that. I remember caramel apples. I remember those as a kid. It actually is. Because I used to have this one here as well. I used to have the round ring light and then this one here. But now it spreads out the light more evenly. So it does help. And also because I haven't got the ring light here. And I've got kind of blue weak eyes. Yeah, some people have said, is it like a green screen before? But it's literally two lights. You can see that they're powered. Onto sound absorption panels, which puts me in the blue abyss, the void. Okay, we're really late. Let's get to this. I'm going to hydrate real quick, and then we're going to get into your extrovertedness. And this will be episode 1183, I believe. I've already recorded episode 1184 and the bonus sleep version and the 4-hour version of this. Been super productive. I like this light. Just separates. No, if I have it off, that's what it used to be like. I'm in the void. But now, show more creases, but there we go. Anyway, this is not a lighting expedition. This is a hypnotic. Yeah, exactly, right? So I've got a light here as well. You see light on my head or hair? Just meant to create a bit of separation, but not enough. Okay, very, very quickly. Let's see if that's better. I want to make sure I've got no sensitive information. But if you're curious as to what I look like, what I'm looking into, this is a camera behind the auto. There's my other camera on the slider. There's another camera right here for when I'm sitting down. Here's a preview video of me. And then the light is in the top left here. And there's your comments right in the middle. And there's a new mic. See the new mic? So you might think I'm in a dark room, but this part is quite bright. Yeah, I think so. Although the sun's going down a little bit. Thank you. Me too. It's old now though, look. Okay, we've got to start, but I'm having fun with the lights. So this teleprompter does allow, it has verbal recognition so that if I were to read, it would go down automatically, or it can be timed. But because I don't like scripts, if I was to do a video like a webinar, then I probably would. Or if I redo my trailer for the app, I might create a script. But I just use this purely to either put your comments there, or, for, as you know, the coaching calls, I put the Zoom right there. So that means I'm looking directly kind of at myself, but also all the people on the call as well. Because I want to be able to look at you. But if there's just a camera there, I've got to look over here at the Zoom. But I can put the Zoom right in front of me. Just like the script, the thingamajig. Yeah. Although it is getting a little bit dark. Yep, lots of things. After maybe I'll show you some more. But let's get to the actual process of where we're heading today. So let me just move this over there. Stop the music abruptly, quickly rehydrate. And let's get to it. Okay. Music to use is over here. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the podcast. My name is Joseph Clough, and this is episode 1183. And in today's podcast, we're doing a hypnotic meditation all about becoming more extroverted. And the reason why I wanted to do this as a session, because many people, not necessarily if you're an introvert, you may well be, it's going to be perfect for you. And there's nothing wrong with being an introvert or an extrovert. But the problem is when we feel too introverted, that when it comes to social situations or work situations, it just drains us energetically, or we may have worries, doubts, and anxieties about going into the event. And I believe all things should increase choice and freedom. So I thought this hypnotic meditation, because the hypnosis comes after this, just gives you the freedom of choice. So you get to choose the state of mind that you'd like to be. So you're not just locked in as introvert, extrovert, because I'm very introverted as a person, but when I go to do public speaking or if I'm around my friends, I become very extroverted. But most of the time I like to be alone, all by myself, to my thoughts and working and things like that. But with that, make sure you're not operating any form of machinery. It's your perfect opportunity just to stop, to relax, and to let go into this journey of transformation. So with that, let's go ahead into it right here and right now. Okay. So go ahead and get yourself in a nice, comfortable position. Close your eyes and be here now. Breathe all the way in and exhale. Breathe all the way in and exhale. And with each breath out, your mind can soften and your body can gently relax into more comfort as you begin to drift, to dream, to listen, to learn. Because you can learn as you relax, and relax as you learn. To return to peace and comfort, to reconnect with your unconscious mind, your best friend. You see, your unconscious now runs all the thoughts and feelings and behaviors, from being introverted or any reactions in social situations. And as we begin to connect with your unconscious, we can allow it to become more adaptable, to work in your favor. And as you continue to just drift, imagine a warm, soft energy, a glow, expanding from your chest. That's it. And this inner glow is your energy, your personal warmth. At times in the past, it might have been smaller, or in certain situations, it decreased. But now, you allow it to expand, for you are now in control. The expression of this energy is yours. It's your joy, awakening, growing and rising. And allow it to spread forward and outward through your chest, your arms, your hands, your face, and all the space around you. Because you get to choose to allow this energy to protect you. Because you begin to realize this energy is not about absorbing from others. No, this energy is an energy you radiate. You shine it outwardly. You express it. You allow it to glow stronger. And this also means, while staying completely protected in your energy, in the maintenance of it, the fulfillment of it, you can also be protected in the same way. So not only does it radiate, but this energy does not absorb anyone else's or even the event. For you are supported, and it filters out anything that is negative. And you feel safe here within this wonderful energy, almost as if it radiates outwardly, but it's like a bubble around you too, where you're able to enjoy every moment with ease and confidence, where you have every empowering belief that to socialize can be fun, because it can be fun with this energy, where you get to smile, where you get to listen, where you get to be wonderfully seen and heard, where you get to express as your unconscious mind guides you to the right words at the right time with an inner certainty. You see, you begin to become that person who radiates a calm certainty. This light is one of peace and calm. But then it begins to change in a way. You see, this is a light. It is your spotlight, where you get to feel so safe in this spotlight, where you begin to blissfully enjoy it. That absolute radiating of your presence. This light expands you. It adds to you. For you are the expression of this bliss in this spotlight. And it feels so good. And notice that this light is energy, and it supplies you with all the energy you could ever wish to have, where you're never depleted. You are nurtured. You are provided for. And it feels so good. So in your mind's eye, imagine going in to future scenarios where in the past you may have had less energy or felt drained or never wanted to go. Yet now, it is a journey. It is exciting, where you get to play, where you get to have fun. All within this energy. It goes where you go. So allow it to happen. See and become the expression where you can tap into the extroverted self and enjoy it, to be playful and gentle, to not take things seriously, where you go with the flow. So begin to imagine experimenting with this energy into all the future situations. Feel how your body moves with ease, where you begin to enjoy being noticed, to be in this spotlight. It warms you to your heart, and it feels so good. Imagine yourself radiating that inner and outer presence, where you feel good being seen and heard, where you get to listen to. It is freedom of your choice. And you, the unconscious mind, can recognize this. For there are other strategies of being safe, of having energy, to enjoy being expressive, to enjoy being confident, whilst being grounded and protected. And notice the new opportunities that come into your awareness. And remember, you get to choose, you get to decide, for you are in control. That's it. And you, the unconscious mind, can remember any social situation can supply you with energy. They can lift you up. And that is good, just like you. And you, the unconscious mind, can make the necessary changes to integrate, to learn, to grow, and to be safer with this newfound freedom. That's it. And you can thank your unconscious mind as we begin to become aware of this present moment, becoming aware of the sound of my voice, aware of your surroundings, your breath as you breathe all the way in, oxygenating your mind, your body, your soul, and then breathe all the way in again, becoming stronger and happier where you get to choose. And then when you are truly ready to come back to the now with this new level of choice to express yourself with ease, come all the way back to now, open your eyes, knowing you are ready to be ready to have fun with all the energy and expression by choice, right here and right now. So I hope you enjoyed that hypnotic meditation. Of course, if you haven't got the app already, go ahead and download my hypnosis app at freehypnosis.app. If you have the app but are not a subscriber, become a subscriber. You'll be able to get access to all my work in every single way. There's even an AI coach of me in the app as well. And that just means I can support you 24/7, where it's my digital mind, in other words. But ultimately, you can ask questions about what kind of hypnosis sessions would be best for you, and it will tell you where they are and the best ones for you. And that means you can go directly to the problem and solve it using a day hypnosis, a sleep one, a 4-hour one. It is all yours to be had. So that's freehypnosis.app and become a subscriber today. And of course, beyond all that, you get the custom sessions, the audio programs, the ad-free experience, and continue updates along the way at freehypnosis.app. But with that, I look forward to speaking to you in the next episode, which will be a traditional day hypnosis session. So a bit more technical on the beliefs, the feelings, and the behaviors, and very, very more hypnotic and direct that way. And then if you are a subscriber to the app, you will also be getting the bonus sleep version, and soon after the 4-hour sleep one, which people tend to just absolutely love. Why not go to sleep effortlessly and quickly and wake up transformed, being your potential? But with that, I look forward to speaking to you on the next episode. So many thanks and goodbye. There we go. We did it. Yay, we did it. Right, I need to move this Christmas one, wherever it is, into my main area. So therefore, we don't have to search for... because I don't have to remember where it is. Where is it? Was it a folder? No, the camera is a folder. That's the auto switch folder. That's the seminar folder. Where is the Christmas one? Okay. Come on now. I've lost it again. The music. The everything. Oh well. Let's see if we get the Christmas music back real quick. That must be in a folder, right? Did I tell you it's in a folder? Okay, one down. Remember, that's in a folder. So let's bring up the folder to the front. There. Job done 1. Next on the list, I've got the Christmas share the website for when we do the quiz, but we don't want that. How strange. It's not fun, is it? Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, where are you? Right. Now let's bring this one to the top. So we now know where it is. And then let's bring your chats to the screen. Oh, good. Exactly. When I think of public speaking, I radiate out. It just works. Rather absorbing. It's getting dark in here now, though. So that's a good lesson, because I turned out the far lights out. Awesome! Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Exactly, yeah, get that energy going. And you are so welcome. And remember, the more you kind of think about it and imagine it, you're just telling your unconscious mind, this is the way to be. Exactly, right? Remember that person? Didn't they hug you? Like just a random person? Not a random person, but you know what I mean. Somebody who was once a stranger. You never know which stranger is going to become your next friend. Yes, it's pretty awesome. I'm still teaching it a bit, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So we're almost 13 minutes away from the hour. That's it. So you made an impact on someone's life just by that. I mean, you only hug someone if you they did something meaningful, right? Or that you care for them. So that's great. No light? Bit of a light. Shadow? No, shadow. My challenge for you is to look at the next TV show you have or movie and see how they do this. I'm very amateur, but they try to have shadow and highlights. Exactly. Okay. Is there anything else we need to talk about before it gets cold and snowy? Or is that it? Any questions? Can't believe it's Monday the 8th of December. That's one thing. I like learning. But if you look, because I've been into lighting obviously for a long time, ever since I'm doing like live streams. And not that I've been very good at it in the past. I've started very amateur. But it is fascinating, the process. For example, let's see what we can do. I don't know if we can. If there's any good examples. I think a good one was a strange. I read an article. By the way, I'm getting into Stranger Things. I've never seen Stranger Things before. I thought it was a kids' TV show, but I'm getting into Stranger Things. But I remember reading an article. Must have been a year or two ago. And I think it was Stranger Things lighting. Maybe it wasn't. But maybe it wasn't Stranger Things, but there was a good article on it. How they did it really, really well. I'm not sure though. Not 323. 3 point. I like to take a break in December, to be honest, but I've worked all this time so far. I'm in a slowdown, but I'm not going back to England. I might just watch for Stranger Things. That's awesome. Watch out. Thank you ever so much. Yeah, I've purposely not watched it because I thought it was a kid's thing. But one thing, like, I don't find it scary at all, but I've heard some people will find it kind of scary because it's got some kind of monstery things in it. But obviously I like the era. I like the music. And it's got that kind of good theme. Kind of like the retro, not retro, but you know what I mean. No, not ask AI, I just want to search. Anyway, I can't find the article. It was a few years ago, like I said. But 3-point lighting. Can't find a good example of one. But I find it fascinating. No good examples. Wow, you're on set. That's awesome. What, the set of amazing things, Stranger Things? Or do you mean another show or theatre? There was a drive-through Stranger Things in the pandemic times in LA, which I didn't go to, but it's meant to be good. Like you drive through and all like the things happen. Anything else? Yeah, on the set of the Stranger Things? Where was it filmed? Oh, I see. Petaluma? 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 Where's that? Petaluma. If I'm pronouncing it right. So Riverside County, Riverside City in Sonoma County. That looks kind of cool. I want to do more little trips. Like a weekend getaway. In North Cal. Okay. Where did I go, which is kind of cool? I went to a place in North California. It's this little old town. I don't know if I wouldn't even remember the name of it, but it was so. I just like the little small towns. Like I really enjoyed Port Angeles in Washington, which I've mentioned loads of times. But I can't imagine where I would have gone. But it was. We kind of flew in to. It wasn't San Francisco, maybe it was San Jose. But then it was like an hour's drive into like the mountains, I'd say mountains. Where was that, someone? It was kind of cool though. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, having just started. Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Remember Kevin Michael Reed as well, his theatre background. But yeah, that was kind of cool where I went. I don't know where it was though. I'll have to ask the person I was with. But that would have been near your neck of the woods, Mina. No, I would have remembered if it was Lake Tahoe. It was a real small city because it was a family reunion. So it wasn't like a place that you would just go to for like Lake Tahoe. As more as a tourist thing. We were there for a family reunion for the person who hadn't met his family for like that part of the family forever. Like didn't know they existed until later in life. So we went with them. So it was just this small town. But it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool as well, right? And we made it to an hour as well. Yeah. Is it still around? Because most of them must be digital. Do they transfer it to digital? I want to find a recording of me when I was a kid. When I was in this play. But I've never been able to find anyone who knew where it went. But I'd love to have had that. See like the young me in a play. But not sure that will happen. Okay, I'm getting sleepy. I've been to a heavy work day today. So, I think we'll call it an evening. It was the reason why I want it is I was asked to play Jesus at the Passion of the Christ, and I was usually obviously super shy back then, and yeah, it was kind of brutal at the same time. Of course, I had to wear the thorns. But it was such like a surreal experience for me. But I know like some parents recorded it. But I'd never been, other than being a chimney sweeper in Oliver, which wasn't really a lead role. Being a chimney sweeper. I was a pretty good chimney sweeper, I have to admit. And before that, I remember being a star, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, in a dustbin bag with little lights or stars on. That wasn't my highlight career. But then the highlight was when my school asked me to play Jesus. I said it was kind of brutal in a way, though, of course, because you obviously know the Passion of the Christ story. Say story, but you know what I mean, like the thing. But yeah, I'd love to have the video of that. Well, that's the thing, right? I didn't audition. I was told. Back then, I was never going to do anything like that. These days, although not everything, but you know, we talked about how I like going to Thailand, even though I didn't quite want to. But back then, I was 10 years old, 9 years old. And they just chose me. I don't know why. But yeah, there was no... I don't know. It's all good. Yeah, there was no auditioning on that one. But I did it. And that's why I'd like to be... Oh, look at that. Surprise. Maybe they saw it as an opportunity to break out of my shell. But the thing is, at school, I was like pretty, like, fine with my friends and everything. But obviously, doing that public speaking, or not, and it was all silent as well, by the way. It was just like this real solemn music for like 30 minutes. I think it started with the washing of the feet. And it was kind of weird because it was like this hall and it was a moving one. So we walked around at like the journey around it and the audience were kind of in the middle. Quite the production. Quite the production. I don't even have a photo of it. Where are my parents? Thank you ever so much, Linda, for all your kind words and support, as always. I wish you the best week. We got one more live stream of a power talk, and then we'll do the last one as being a quiz. And the thing is, I feel like America had a lot of the... You know, because they were big back then, right? Like, you had to put it on your shoulder. Pretty much. And I feel like England were just far behind, or maybe we were just like poor. But I never, growing up, we never had a camera. We had a photo camera, but never a video recorder camera, whatever they're called. But someone might have it, but who knows? You gotta think that was... If I'm 42 now... That's 32 years ago. 3 decades. That tape, unless it was converted into a digital form. Oh, you're all good, Mina. You're living in the past at the moment. We're in your future. But anyway, maybe it will turn up one day. I'll put a message out to the universe. Which I have for the last 20 years. But thank you for being here, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and close out the stream. Feel free to hit the thumbs up if you can. Maybe a little comment at the end of the stream. Not on the chat, but like the actual comment section. Hopefully you can get into the algorithms because YouTube is pretty not that good. I remember the Polaroids. I remember very quickly. Do you remember? So the Polaroid ones, not the Polaroid ones. Do you remember the disposable ones? The cameras. So you'd take... I remember like going away as a kid on a holiday, and I think we did like a camping trip in France. You have to take all the photos, but you could never see the camera photos until you took it to the place to get it done. A bit like the Polaroids. Like, no, Polaroids are straight away though, right? But anyway, you'd realize that your thumb was covered up most of the photos. Maybe that was just me. Thank you ever so much. Have a most wonderful rest of your week, and I'll speak to you all next Monday. Many thanks, and goodbye.